Hello, Ceramics One. I thought that I would go ahead and do a quick demo about how you guys are going to do your base for your coil pot. So you're going to get some clay, roll it out. You're also going to toss it. The more you toss it, the wider it gets. Be on the lookout for air bubbles, anything like that that you may see that you might question. If you see anything and you're not sure, let me know. And then we're going to take a rubber rib. The rubber ribs are blue. You actually have the wooden ones, okay? So we're gonna get you a rubber rib, and we are going to blend out. Now, this is compressing the clay. Getting those all going the same direction. We're going to flip it, and we're going to do it on this side too. Now you'll notice that your clay actually looks better if it is compressed. Now you don't want to get it so thin that we aren't able to do anything with it and it rips and tears. So everybody is going to get a half of a sphere of styrofoam, okay? We use these for molds instead of plaster because the plaster molds that we had would disintegrate very, very quickly. So what you're gonna do is get you a piece of this. You're gonna get a piece of hand towel, and I've got it up there on my cart. And we're going to take this clay that is about 1/4 of an inch. We're gonna lay it right on top of that mold, and we're gonna start compressing. Now, if you see it start cracking, you need to get some water, and you need to start blending. Now, we're gonna kinda trim this up a little bit. This is not the final trim, but if you have too much clay, it makes it very difficult to work with. So we're gonna trim this up a little bit. Keep compressing. If it folds over, just blend it in. Okay, it's that way on this side too. So I'm just gonna fold it over and I'm gonna blend it in. And I'm gonna take my little blender, my little rib here, and blend some more so that I know that it is fitting. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our cutter here and we're gonna cut it a little bit more closer to the edge of the styrofoam. Once again, this is not gonna be 100% neat right now. We're just trying to get this started. Okay, well, thicker area. It's okay if the newspaper tears or the paper tears because eventually we're gonna get rid of it. Make sure it's cupped around that. Now, one thing you don't wanna do is you don't want to have, if you see right here how thick that is, you wanna keep it that. You do not want to take that section and make it into a point. Okay, see what I did there? We want it more like this over here than a point. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna build on top of that. Okay. Now your clay that you're working with today may be a little wetter than what you want. So what you wanna do is test it. I was able to take that out pretty easy. I was able to take my paper out fairly easy. Okay, and that pretty much stands on its own. That is a soft mold, okay? Very easily you can make it into a little bowl if you wanted. If you can get it to stay like this, what you're going to do is you're going to cup it, and you're going to take your trimmer, excuse me, didn't see it, and you're just going to trim around it. Okay, now this is going to have to be a little bit more drier than what this is right now, because we are going to be getting it wet with slip and adding coils to it, so we're building up on it. Okay, so I'm going to pause it for right now, and we'll be back in a little bit.